Hello, I'm Claire Davis and I'm here for Mental Health Chats, and I've got Benny back. Hello, Benny.
Hello, Claire. How are you going?
Well, thanks. How are you?
Very well.
Good, good.
This is part of our wider series. Find the full interview in the playlist for this series.
Well, firstly, there's a when you search for mental health in youth, there's a lot of information out there. Most of it's quite aged. A lot of surveys have been done over the last 20 years. It's good because they track those surveys and they can look at trends. And basically the trends indicate that mental health in young people is deteriorating. The prevalence of serious mental health issues is increasing.
Why do we think this is? What's your thoughts on that, Benny?
Well, I'm not exactly sure, Claire. I think it's probably related. It'd have to be related to the digital world. I'm sure. I think Ben made a good comment in his chat with you that when he was a kid, they had 5 TV channels, and he used to go around and knock on his mate's door and say, "What are you up to now?" Whereas now young people can have like 500 or 600 or 1,000 friends on some sort of social media platform, and I think there'd be a lot more pressure. I think that it's related to a lot more pressure, a lot more expectations. Jason talked about he talked about a really three main things, and we'll cover that. But aspirations, you know, there are a lot more. There's a lot more access to information out there, and probably for young people to feel that they may not be living up to the expectations of others and what they'd like to do.
So many
pressures, I think there's
looks and image and so many things, and we can't get away from it. Actually, I'm going to tell you a bit about Dr. Chatterjee. Do you remember I spoke to you, Benny, about Dr. Chatterjee? Dr. Chatterjee is a GP here in the UK who's written quite a lot of books, and one of them's called The 4 Pillars. He's also got a podcast if you want to look out for it. But one of the stories he tells in one of his books is about a 16-year-old who came to see him in the surgery with his mother because he had depression. And he just asked a few questions, and they wanted to put him on antidepressants. He just asked a few questions of how much social media does he go on, how much technology, etc. So he said, until we put you on the antidepressants, let's just do a little bit of an experiment. And for 2 weeks, I want you not to be on social media for 2 hours in the morning when you get up and 2 hours before you go to sleep. He came back 2 weeks later, and he was a different boy. He then made it even less, made it to only 2 hours a day. So he did this experiment for 6 weeks or 8 weeks, only 2 hours a day. And this boy started socializing more, like Ben said, knocking on his mates' doors, going to parties, interacting with people, and didn't need antidepressants. So, you know, there's lots and lots of information out there about technology. And I think the theme that came through with Ben and Jason and Hannah was all about communicating and talking. How do we talk? And that's what these chats are about. Thank you so much for all that information. That's really informative. Thank you.
No problem, Claire. I'll look forward to the next chats. It'll be great.
Great. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Claire. See you. Bye-bye.